Hey guys! I don't normally like to do all of this post-production, but sorry, the microphone was getting in the way there, or I should say that I didn't realize Adobe Premiere actually plays back your voice as you say things. That is incredibly distracting, so I had to mute this. Basically, what's going on here is that I got a new capture card for Christmas, as I've brought up a few times, and I decided it would be fun to test it out, and my friends and I met up for Smash, so here we are. I don't normally like to start this in the middle of a match, but that was where the audio and video started, so here we are. So let's go over the players. So obviously I'm Yoshi, you can tell by the names, but we have a few regulars from the channel, I should say. So we've got Twilight as Corrin, listed as Stop That in the game. We have Ross as Pikachu, or Bees. And then we have two newcomers, which is Eric, who is listed as Nosebone, and his brother, who doesn't have a name. This one was actually shortly after we started dicking around with Bayonetta and Corrin and figured out who we liked. I would have shown you guys that, but apparently I don't have the capture settings just right on my card yet, so there was a lot of lag, a lot of desyncing audio. You'll see that in the next match. But right here was just us getting back into the swing of things, more or less. Now, Yoshi isn't actually my main, typically. In fact, it's normally Ganondorf. But I was feeling a Yoshi match this time around. So basically right now, Eric and his brother and I are the last three in. And, oh, hard to say. Like I said, I'm not particularly good at doing this kind of thing post-video recording thing. But, you know, it's kind of fun to watch this back. This was honestly one of the more intense matchups we had. Mostly because all of us knew what we were doing to some extent. I mean, except for Eric. He was... Never mind. He was kind of at a slight disadvantage just because of his inexperience with Corrin, I want to say. Then again, I mean, you can tell all I really do is run around, mash the A button, jump up. Okay, the flutter kick was... I'm downplaying this. I'm not great at Smash, but I play to get better, I play to do more, and I play to have fun. You know, that's what it's about, it's having fun. Although we always do Omega and no stages, completely randomized, 3 to 4 stock. I suppose... Well, I mean, Eric tells us he's semi-pro. I have not seen anything, like any kind of... Okay, he's good, is what I'm saying. I don't have the evidence to confirm or deny that whether or not he really is semi-pro, but he has not lied to me before, so I don't have any reason to doubt him. Yeah. And then there's me. This is where things started getting really intense, just because of our back and forth like this. I know how Eric plays, he knows how I play, but getting the timing down with new characters and stuff, I'm constantly trying to adapt my new style, but it doesn't typically work, as you can see. Fortunately, I'm really good with Yoshi's recovery. And I noticed just there was an opportunity where if I had been just a little bit more to the left, I could have just downbeat him and the match would have been over, probably. But, as you'll see in a few minutes, that's not the case. Well, not a few minutes. This clip is only like 4 minutes long. Damn. I forgot just how good Yoshi was at recovery. And that's game. It was a good match overall. Sad we only got like 4 minutes of it because there was a bit more to it. Oh, but here we go. This is where the audio started desyncing. We have like 6 video files and only like 2 of them are usable. So basically it's the same people. Eric's brother has now listed himself as Mr. No Arms. But, yeah, basically, you know, Ross mains Pikachu. I typically switch between Ganondorf, Captain Falcon, now Yoshi, Game & Watch sometimes, Mewtwo, and the occasional Shulk. It's so weird watching this back for like the third or fourth time. I actually lined up all of the video that I was going to use beforehand, and now I'm doing the narration post-editing, I should say. One moment. There we go. So, this match was not nearly as even because, as you'll notice, Eric is rather fond of both using the cape and the flood, and he uses them incredibly effectively. And then there's me, as Luigi. Oh, poor Luigi. Ross, meanwhile, is more than a bit of a nuisance as Pikachu, but that's what he strives for. He's not trying to, like, improve skill-wise, although he does get better with time. You know, I'm not really a fan of Pikachu myself. Not just as a fighter, but in general. Like, there's so many other Pokemon. He's the face of the company. I get that he's the most popular, but I don't understand why. Personal preference, I suppose. I like Dedenne. Other people don't. That's neither here nor there. Back to the match itself. So, I did figure out, after a certain point, that there is a way to dodge the cape, more or less. And I think, yep, right there. Right there. You gotta do the Luigi down B. Mostly because, even if he capes you, you'll still go the other way. I think. Am I using the right words there? Maybe. But, you know, obviously things get more hectic when you have more than 4 people on the stage at any time. And of course I have no idea what I was doing just there, but you're familiar with tunnel vision, I'm sure you are. We've all had that moment where we weren't able to figure out what was going on, where we were, or anything like that. Which is why I kind of hate our Ganondorf offs, because even though I always go with the blue face, I am terrible at figuring out where I am, especially in a crowd like this, but when he gets to 8 people, oh my god. Man, I am terrible with Luigi's green missile. Twice in a row. I know I hit him at one point. But this is not it, apparently. And I think I was trying to spike Eric there, but I'm not sure. Let's see if I do it this time. Nope. I had the opportunity and I didn't take it. Amazing the things you notice afterwards, isn't it? Oop. Diddy and Bowser, meanwhile, are just having a go at each other. I fell for it again, but oh, it gets worse. There was a match earlier on where I was Bowser Jr. and Andrew was Mewtwo. I had the cannonball all lined up, ready to go. We're both at high percentage. He just runs up and reflects it back at me. I don't know how I didn't see it coming, but I didn't. And as you can see, that flood gets very frustrating very quickly. It's hard to be able to comment on more than just 2 people going at it when there's 5 on stage. That was a good trade-off. Except I'm out now. Yay. This was a good session overall, though. We all had a good time. We all got very loud. If I had the microphone, honestly, I would have been recording, but I didn't think of it at the time. Maybe next time we meet up, if I can get the settings right, we will definitely be recording this. The problem might have been because my video quality was at 1080, but we had a whole lot of audio desync, and I think we're going to start getting some of that showing up in the video here soon. Not sure, though. Meantime, let's enjoy as Diddy somehow flies through Bowser. Oh, yep, this is right around where it starts, too. It's going to start jumping around any minute now. I don't have the exact time and such. Oh, that's how he did it. He did the side B. Yeah, Eric and Andrew have so much of a pattern down that when they go at it, they really go at it. Fortunately, they have a policy where if they are the only two left. They tend to jump off the sides until they're both down to 1 life to make it even and shorten the time that we're going to be at it, because otherwise everyone else just ends up on their phone. Yep, there's some of the skipping, and we're about to get a little bit more. Yep. So if you guys have a way to fix this, because in other instances, like, the video froze up or just skipped and repeated so many times that the audio was too out of sync for me to be able to use it, let me know, and hopefully I'll be able to find a workaround, because I want to record more Smash. What an ending, though. Alright, so thank you guys for watching. Again, I hope you enjoy. I apologize if you got a headache or anything like that from that, but I'll do what I can to fix it in the future. Take care, guys.